Ladies and gentlemen, Homeland Security is referring to the protesters up at the Capitol as domestic terrorists. And you know what? I think that's what they should be called too. I agree. Domestic terrorists. That's what they're calling them. Never thought I would see them use this terminology. They avoided it for so long, but they'll gladly use it now. This is RT News, January 8th, 2021. Homeland Security Committee wants all domestic terrorists who besiege U.S. Capitol placed on FBI no-fly list. And some of these people better realize if you get placed on a no-fly list, you will not be able to fly in many cases for life. You will not be able to board a plane. The chair of the House of Homeland Security panel has called on the FBI and TSA to expand a federal no-fly list to include all who took part in the unrest at the U.S. Capitol this week, calling the incident a domestic terrorist attack. Democratic Rep. Benny Thompson of Mississippi, chairman of the House Committee, said national law enforcement must stop anyone present at the Capitol riot from flying. They don't want them on any airplanes in America. After supporters of Donald Trump forced their way into the building during a rally on Wednesday, prompting the evacuation of officials and staff, given the heinous domestic terrorist attack on the U.S. Capitol, I am urging the Transportation Security Administration, TSA, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, to use their authorities to add names of all identified individuals involved in the attack to a federal no-fly list and keep them off planes, Thompson said in a statement on Thursday. This is an action that TSA and the FBI, by law, are able to take, but to my knowledge, have not yet taken. Alleged perpetrators of the domestic terrorist attack, who had been identified by FBI, should be held accountable. Thompson added that the disturbance in D.C. threatened the safety of lawmakers and their aides and served as an attack on our nation. The statement came hours after the FBI put out its own missive earlier. So, what they did was they already said they are looking at videos and trying to identify each and every person that was there, or as many as possible that were there. And those people, they are going to be investigated and brought up on charges. So they are dead serious. But, you know, I feel half-hearted about this whole thing because they had an opportunity to detain those people when they were there. You let them all walk off. The majority of the people they arrested, ladies and gentlemen, were people that broke the curfew and they caught. It was not the majority that were actually up there during the time they were up at the U.S. Capitol. It wasn't the majority of them. So a lot of these people walked away. And remember, they looted the Capitol by taking items out of there. So they literally looted the Capitol too. So, all right. So the FBI just put out earlier on Thursday that they want the public to help with tips and identifying rioters, and saying that it was accepting tips and digital media depictions, rioting or violence on the Capitol Hill. So they are asking the public to help. For additional information, they do have an FBI.gov US Capitol website that's up. The Justice Department has also signaled that it will seek to punish those involved in the upheaval, saying the indictments would be brought to over 50 related cases by Thursday, and some may face charges for rioting, insurrection, and sedition. Secret due process free, no fly list were one of the worst for 9/11 civil liberty abuses. And this is just somebody, I reported them often. Stunning to see calls for Congress. Okay, they're talking about the 9/11 no fly list. That's all fine and good, but we're not talking about that. Democrats have been near unanimous in condemning the protest turn riot, many laying blame on Trump's feet, arguing that he did not do enough to reel in his supporters, despite issuing a video message calling on the demonstrators to go home. The unrest erupted during a rally to protest the 2020 election results in the nation's capital, triggering panic in the halls of Congress as law enforcement struggled for hours to clear the occupiers from the building. They didn't struggle to do nothing. They willingly let those people in. At least 4 people were killed. Well, 5 now. One U.S. Capitol police officer died. That was reported this morning. So altogether 5. And we know it was 2 women and 2 men. So, ladies and gentlemen, these folks are not only going to get prosecuted when they find out names of anybody. They don't even care if you weren't in the building. They said anybody that was there. You're going on a no-fly list, and the government is coming after you. Boy, I tell you what, some of you Trump supporters that were there, you better not piss anybody off that knows you were there. That's all I got. You better not piss anybody off that knows you were there. They ain't gonna have no problem turning your name over to Homeland Security. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all better be walking on eggshells. You go right ahead and piss people off and see what happens. They're going to turn your name over to Homeland Security, the FBI, and get you placed on no-fly list, which means you probably won't be able to fly anywhere for the rest of your life. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.